Hello, Ice here, can of wormholes. Last time we finally lit up this brown ship, uh, and a puzzle didn't go well back here, but otherwise we've learned about breaking down fences. I would like to not immediately start with going back to the staircase puzzle. So let's load up this puzzle, and then if we succeed, we can open that door, because we'll have our 5th glyph, and I totally missed the entrance. Alright. Good start. Okay. We would need to grow twice in order to bust down this. But then we'd need to lose one? Oh, or we need to grow once but have something blocking us. Like if we had this here and had the dot here, then, you know, we'd immediately win. But how do we transport the dot? I almost certainly need to use that thing that I've pushed into irretrievability. I was thinking if I could push the C shape so that it fell in just to the left of the dot, like covering this space and like this one and this one and this one, you know. Actually, the important space to cover is this one, because I could push the dot. I can't push the dot up. Yes, I can. Just do it right. Yeah, if I could do that sort of move, then I could push the dot exactly to where I want it. That would not be a problem. The fence here, is that useful? Let's reset the puzzle, actually. Right. We're just stuck if we grab that there. What about grabbing it here? No. Okay. So that, at the moment, doesn't have a whole lot of options. Right, I can't move it while it's like that. Just getting a feel for the possible. Okay. So I'm probably not flipping the C. Plus, if I flip it, it just ends up looking the same anyway. This could fairly easily be flipped over. However, due to this bit on the end, I don't really have a way to make it fall into this gap where I need it. If I could cut it, that might be another story. Right, since I flipped it. So if I flipped it back over and then pushed it down one and then... No, I can't use this fence to cut it because... the segment on the bottom right now is 4 wide, not 3 wide. So even if I like did some multiple flips and got it pushed back down, it's just not happening. You can move while you're looking at the puzzle like this. Kind of looks nicer like this, though. Alright. I can move the C up and down, but not left and right. Maybe I could move it left and right if I utilized this other thing. Right, it won't fall in if I do that. Come on, it's not hard to move the thing. Well, I sure have put the tip of the C inside the U. I can even actually keep it there. Unfortunately, I don't think this did anything for me. I sure did it. This was already kind of in position to do this sort of move from the start, but I don't know. My thought when I set this up was just like, if I can't grab the C from the right because I can't move through that much abyss, I must need to like get it hooked onto some part of the other thing that I can push around. But once I've pushed this far to the right, there's not really any working with it either. So we reset the puzzle again. Even if I could have pushed it left, I'm not really getting it past the dot. I don't know, is there any chance that I'm like making another dot mid-puzzle? That fence in the top right seems very difficult to work with. Plus, even if you did manage to cut off one segment of something, it's just falling in the abyss, most likely. I think that could have been solid blocks. Although maybe I'll be proved wrong later. Alright, I have manually reset the puzzle. I think I need the insight. Oh, that is fascinating. Well, it was easy enough to get this flipped upward. It can come all the way over here. I needed to move the C down first. I just had completely the wrong idea. Wait. I needed to move the dot up first. Oh, that didn't work out. But I think we have the start. What was I supposed to do with this thing, then? Was flipping it over incorrect? Did it somehow work better? I need to restart the puzzle, don't I? Yeah, did it somehow work better in this shape? Seems a little unlikely. Yes, that has appeared to have gotten me completely stuck. Oh, wait, no, don't. I bet all I did is I pushed it one square too far to the right. Like, instead of putting it against the wall, just do that. And then we have the perfect staircase shape. Alright. Extremely helpful insight. Not a direction I was thinking at all. I was trying to move the dot. I guess in the end we did move the dot, but in our mouth. Alright, new puzzles. How many do we need to actually get inside the command room? I'm gonna guess there's one more locked door in the way. There's not. Well. Huh. There's another ship over there. Oh, did I need more to open a door over here? No, I just never went in this room. We got another set of directions. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We need every single pink glyph. And more brown. Yeah, that does in fact look like 10 browns, so we need every single brown glyph. Alright. But I only needed one more pink in order to do the maneuver with the 3 ships. Oh, yeah, actually, what was the thing on the left telling me? Something about knocking a tree into a fence? I don't think I have enough force to knock trees over. I can, though, get into these again. Ah, okay, the initial throw is not, like, notably stronger. Alright, let's actually enter the puzzle. Come to think of it. Alright, we are small. There's a double fence situation. So if I do this and then move better, yeah, we just go vertical. We haven't made progress. Oops. Yeah, if I could get this down there, though. Oh, yes, that does get me stuck, doesn't it? I'm thinking if we reinforced the fence with something on the other side of it, things might work out more favorably for us. Wait, what if I just did this? Well, I'd need to be small in order to actually complete the roll that I want. And even if I did manage to roll down there, I would be stuck inside the thing. It wouldn't help. Oops. Why did I even go to the side? What about just putting this here? Does this not solve everything? No, it sure does. I was like trying to like cleverly roll around and stuff. You just put it in the abyss so that you can stand on it. Fair enough. Gotta remember your old techniques as much as your new ones. Not that rolling is even new. It's pretty far away. We're in the fence breaking area. We've got fences. I don't see how breaking those fences would even help if I managed it, though. Oh, is there gonna be something about, like, grabbing a thing while my tail is vertical and doing shenanigans with it? Let's see, also, right now I'm too long. I need to actually lose a segment. Yep, those sure are fences. I feel like I can almost immediately tell that I'm going to need the insight, but I'm gonna play with it a little while longer anyway. I don't like giving up that easily on figuring stuff out. Let's see, how many spaces are there to the goal? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you also need to reach a 9th one, but the gap is 8 wide. 11. If we were to somehow straighten out every segment in the puzzle, they reach 11. So that part's not clearly impossible. This already loses 2, though. And also, this is super pinned against that right wall. We could roll it up, but it would still be stuck. Can become smaller. Can realize I'm in grid mode and turn it off. And then comment on it after a short delay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to become vertical on my tail and see how that rolls, if I can even get into a rolling sort of situation while I'm like that. Okay, so for the tail to become vertical, you need to eat a dot while your tail is up against something. It's like this. But then if I move forward, it immediately flattens out. I created a dot stack there. It gets pushed together. Oh boy. Alright. Solved it by messing around. I don't think I would have predicted all of that. Within the physics of the game, it kind of makes sense though, doesn't it? Well, that's fun. Okay, let's see. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 long, I think. Yeah, it looks right. The goal is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 long. There are 4 worm food currently in the puzzle. That's all good to know. If I just go down here, can I push this down? I can't. I get stuck. If I was, I think, 3 longer, I could have backed up, but I think it's only possible to become 2 longer. Yeah. If I was 1 longer, my tail would reach 1 space up, and so then I'd be able to back up and put it in that 2nd space up. But it seems like I need to bust this fence or this fence if I'm getting to the bottom part of the puzzle, rather than pushing the L. And then I still need to push the L later when I'm longer. Which dot do I think is actually breaking down things for me? Like, I at least enter the flashing state like this, but then I immediately lose it. I would have kept it if I was longer, I think. But then... yeah, let's just eat this one. Flashing, still flashing, but we lose it here. I don't think there's any way for that one to be first. I mean, second. Can I use... there must be a reason for this dip, right? I can't really turn around with it. I can push the ball, come to think of it. That is the worm food. Does that help in some way? The other one's in a corner. It's not pushable. Still can't really turn around, can I? What if I'd pushed it 1 space shorter? Would I have become vertical here? Maybe I can become vertical with 1 dot? And then somehow... let's just reset the puzzle. Instead of trying to undo back to exactly where I was pushing this first dot. Okay, so we've grabbed all that. Oh, the tail just became another segment longer, because it's always going to have space, because it's going up. So it's not the case that, like, I can grab the second one and then use the fact that I was vertical to help reposition. I think the vertical state just isn't useful here. Although, wait. It lets me change to going counterclockwise. Or no. Clockwise instead of counterclockwise. Is that useful? Oh, not really. Because if I use this dot up here to become clockwise, then I just need to get even farther with this dot. Can I think of a reason for there to be a fence near the top dot instead of... well, that's just the only thin sort of wall they have. They wanted to place a wall on the border. That's their piece for placing a wall on the border. I don't think I need to use the fact that that one can cut or be pushed down. I think I need the insight. Feeling a little out of ideas. Okay. Yes. Was it important that I was starting to push the fence over? Oh, wait a minute. I had been thinking the L was a length gate. No, that's why going between clockwise and counterclockwise is useful. Because you can just win the puzzle. Oh, wait. Not quite. But at least we got past the L. I was so close. Yeah, that didn't help, did it? We're one short here. Okay, so top dot first. All we can do is back out and grab the other dot. And then we're stuck because we're one larger than the loop. We grab the one in the loop first. We can loop as much as we want. I could even change whether I'm going clockwise or counterclockwise, but I can do that at the start anyway. I don't need to like back out in order to accomplish such a thing. Like, I was thinking about the fact that, like, oh, after I eat the dot, I can come back out here and go all the way around so that I can enter the loop again. And, like, that's all true, but also I could have just entered the loop differently the first time if I thought clockwise or counterclockwise was better. I guess unless I want to grab the top one first and then go around counterclockwise for some reason. But this is a situation I can't actually back out in. Did I need to eat both dots from this state? I did not need to. I just need to be going counterclockwise. I mean, clockwise. It wasn't important to, like, try to reach the L while I still had a vertical part of my tail. It's just all too tempting to eat that, the worm food. It's right there. Why wouldn't you? Huh. That's the only puzzle entrance in the room. Must be something with these trees I can do. There's nothing to shoot under, so it's not like I need this move. Oh wait, can't I just put the can on the puzzle? It's shooting the wrong way. And the legs won't form while I'm up there. What determines which way the can faces? I guess I only have 8 ways I can launch the can, and it always just faces the opening clockwise of the way I've launched it. So if I have the can rolling... I need to throw left if I want to shoot up. Let's see. Rotating this segment to the ship would not help in any way due to the rotational symmetry of the problem. By which I mean no matter which way I rotate the the puzzle, I'm always throwing the same rotation offset into it. But if we bounce off the tree, we have thrown the other way. Alright, and then since entering the puzzle was hard, the actual puzzle is going to be easy, right? We're already the right size and shape for the exit. Which is actually a problem, because we clearly need to eat something in order to bust the fence down. Well, that's one way you can get stuck. Just in case you were looking for ways to get stuck. Why can't I roll left? Oh, because the part that's still on the ground would run into the fence before the tip hits the fence. What if I hadn't made that as tall as possible? I don't know if this helps me, but I made it. Oh, you can't push the top one off the stack in order to get it back to land. Okay, so I can push this up as far as I want. This appears to have not solved the puzzle, though. It does mean I could brace a couple segments earlier than I could before. Or, like, it's basically worth 2 squares worth of bracing, because it can't be pushed down. Is there somewhere else I could have put it that would have been more useful? It was like here. No. That doesn't help. Well, interesting. That was done like this. And then I grabbed that by 2 so that it was a vertical stack of 2. I don't know, it feels related to the answer, because what else would you do with these given pieces? And this was a room where I did a double stack. Or no, it was a ship where I did a double stack. Right, last time in order to push it any farther, I sacrificed my straight piece. Wait. That doesn't help in any way. But I did what I was trying to. Yeah, what's the insight? We're here. We're pushing a double stacked thing. That got pushed, but if this is there, it's gonna prevent the double stack from going down. Like, I thought about that, but I don't know how to get my stuff into position. is how does this cross the abyss? Like, that's the problem. Okay, so go back to when that wasn't in the way. Because, yeah, I definitely thought, like, oh yeah, if I had that down here... Wait a minute. We can push things that are under the surface using our dots. Right, but now this gets in the way. Well, that worked well enough. But now I fall in if I try to push it farther. Oh, but I want to move right anyway. I mean left. Okay. Wait, I just pushed it back where I just had gotten it from. Alright, so I had the part of the solution that looked like the actual end. I needed to... But yeah, I was missing this key piece of how we get there, which is, oh yeah, you can push things that are under the surface. I missed that with the flipping puzzles, too. Alright, 9. There's only one brown glyph left. I needed it for... There was a sequence of moves here. Yeah, 10 brown, 13 pink. I have all the blue, so I must have enough blue. But that does look like 15 blue as well. Oh! That green arrow was showing the throw trajectory. I guess, yeah, because of this picture, that is why I threw against the tree. I was like, how else would I use the tree in this? Alright, so I just need to figure out this puzzle. And also get all of the remaining pink glyphs. Can I go anywhere with brown, though? Like, while I'm still missing a glyph? Oops. I keep undoing one step too far. Ah, if I had one more glyph, I would be able to join up with the next. So getting that glyph sure sounds important. Maybe having the puzzle rotated will help in some way. Oh, but I shouldn't be working on it now. I've once again gone for almost 40 minutes. So maybe next time I'll be trying this one again. See ya.